Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be talking to you guys about how I started my online business and why I started it. So just to give you some background information, years ago I've suffered through depression, through eating disorders and all that stuff, and so it's just kind of put me down this hole. I was doing stuff I didn't really want to do. I wasn't happy for a while. It was all from like 2014 all until last year, until like the end of the year. So I was just going through all this stuff. I kind of lost myself in over the years. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I was trying to find, sorry about that. I was trying to find something that I wanted to do, or just trying to find something that will get me a good job and will give me good health insurance, but that really was not making me happy. And I didn't want to be doing that because I know myself, if I don't do something I like, then I know I'm not going to do it very well, and I'm just gonna give up. I'm gonna lose motivation. I'm not going to do anything with my life. And I feel like over the years I haven't been doing anything that fulfilled me or made me satisfied or just made me happy until last year towards November, where I was just making jewelry. I learned how to make a basic ring and I fell in love, and so like every day for hours I was just making rings, giving them to my mom, to my friends. They loved it. As time went by, and then I got better at making jewelry, and so it was something that I loved, something that I wanted to share with people. And so but in my mind I was thinking I can't do that as a job, because in my mind I thought it was like an impossible goal to achieve. But you know, seeing as what's going on with life, and seeing as you never know what's gonna happen, I was just like, you know what, life is way too short. I want to do what I want to do. And that is when I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to create an online business. So when I did that, I was still in school. This was at around last year, November. I was still in school and I was making jewelry, and I decided I'm just gonna take a break from school for like a semester or year, just so that I can focus on my jewelry business. Because if I was doing both, if I was doing jewelry and doing school, I was just not gonna be putting as much time into my business as I wanted to. But at the same time, I wasn't going to be doing the schoolwork very well, because it was just something I didn't really want to do at the moment. I didn't want to be at school. So I was just like, I'm going to do my online business, whatever. So I started off my business on Etsy, and I started with very little money. I went to Walmart and I bought some cheap wiring, like some copper wire, and I started making rings with that. I would put them on my Etsy shop. I made about 3 sales on Etsy in like 3 months. I'm not a fan of Etsy. I was like, I don't want to do Etsy, because they do take a certain percentage out of your income. So I think they take about 5% of whatever you make, plus like 2 other fees. I don't know, but they took a pretty good chunk of your money, which I didn't really want to do. Also, it was very hard to be exposed to other people, or for your products to be shown to other people, unless you've already been on Etsy for like 10 plus years, or you were just amazing at optimization. Because it was just very hard to be found on Etsy. You would just get drowned in with all the other thousands of creators on Etsy. So it was just a nightmare. I've spent a lot of money on advertising, but it was just not working out for me. I did not enjoy Etsy, so I was just like, I want to do my own website, because having your own website, you have your own thing, you know, it's yours. It's also Etsy, you can't really customize your page or whatever, so it was boring, you know. I wanted a website, I wanted something that was mine, and also I wasn't competing with other people on my website. It was just me and my products and my creativity, and also nobody was taking a chunk of my money. So that's why I wanted to start my website. So I started my website about 2 weeks ago. I spent about 160 something for Wix. That was for the year plan and for the domain and all that. It was dope. It was pretty good. I would have gone the 3-year plan, but I just didn't have the money at the moment. But if you do have the money at the moment, then I would just pay for the 3-year plan, just because you're saving a lot of money. But when I renew it, I'm gonna just get the 3-year plan. So I love Wix. If you're starting a website, I would suggest just looking into all the other website hosts, I guess you can, I don't know what it's called, but like Squarespace, WordPress, Wix. I didn't really like WordPress. It was just very confusing. There was a lot of things. It was not easy to navigate. Squarespace, I did look into it, but Wix I just liked the best. It was very easy to navigate, to design everything, the layout. It wasn't confusing. It was very straightforward. And when you buy a website through them, then you get like a free SEO step-by-step plan. So it'll tell you, oh, this is what you have to do next, this is what you have to do next, connect this to this, or link this page to this page, write a better description or title to optimize better. So it helps you optimize your website a lot better, which is what I really liked. It was just very easy to navigate and just very simple. So I spent about 160 something on the website. I started my business with very little money. The most I've spent on was the website and marketing or advertisements. So that was just the biggest chunk of my money. Everything else I buy from Michaels or from an online vendor. I don't really buy from vendors because I do make my jewelry. This is all me. I make everything. The only thing I buy from other people in bulk is wire. So if you guys are starting an online jewelry business, also a lot of people that have an online jewelry business, they already buy made jewelry from somebody else and they sell it as their own. So people will buy in bulk like that, but I don't. I make everything myself. All my rings, my earrings, my bracelet, my pendants, they're all my designs. I create everything. So the only thing I buy from online from a vendor is wire. So I use Fire Mountain Gems to buy gold filled and sterling silver wire. So that's what I use for my jewelry. I also go to Michaels and I buy all my beads there. I buy extra wire there, all my supplies for making. At Michaels I buy like silver plated copper wire because that's what I also offer on my business. So yeah, I don't buy pre-made jewelry. This is all mine, all my designs. I create everything. So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about my shop. My shop is 20 Treasures and it's all handmade jewelry by me. All my jewelry on display is 12 karat gold filled, but I also offer sterling silver and gold colored silver plated copper. So the gold filled is obviously the most expensive. So is the sterling silver. The sterling silver is second most expensive next to the gold filled. So those are the most expensive options. Not that expensive compared to other people. People will price their gold filled items like 80 or plus, you know, pretty expensive. I do mine pretty affordable, you know, because I hate going somewhere or online and seeing a beautiful ring but it's like $80, you know. I don't like that at all. So mine is pretty affordable compared to other people. I also offer my jewelry in silver plated copper wire, which is a cheaper option and it's way cheaper. So it's not cheap quality, it's still good quality. So silver plated copper wire is just a copper base bathed in a silver coating, but it's colored in gold. So if you scratch it off or if it gets scratched, then the gold can come off, but it's just gonna stay in silver because it is silver, bathed in silver, but it's copper wire. So it's very good quality. And gold filled is actually a sterling silver base that's bathed in like an actual thin layer of gold. So that's why it's way more expensive. So it's like second best to actual gold. So I offer that. I offer gold fills and sterling silver, which is the most expensive. But if you want any of my jewelry but you don't want to spend that much, then you can always get the gold colored silver plated copper version, which is way cheaper, still great quality. So I always want to offer something like that to people who really want something nice, but you know, maybe they don't have money or they just don't want to spend that much. So there's always that option. But there's also the really great quality that's gold filled or sterling silver, but still pretty affordable. So that is a little bit about my shop. So I'm wearing all of my jewelry. As you can see, this isn't mine. This is mine, this bracelet. But here's some of my jewelry. Very simple. Here are my princess rings. And here is probably one of my favorite earrings that I have. This is gold plated. So this is a Midnight Magic earrings. I also have this in a set. It comes with an earring. It comes with earrings, a ring, and a bracelet. But yeah, so that's a little bit about my website. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys about my website, how I started my business. So when you guys start your online business, you don't really have to spend a lot of money. You can just get a few things and try them out. If you want to use Etsy, you can use Etsy. It's free except for like all the fees you have to pay. But if you want a website, then you can have a website. That'll probably be the biggest chunk of your money. But as for products, you don't really have to spend that much. You can buy a certain amount and then just see how that goes. You can sell like, try to pick like 3 things you want to sell and just sell that. and see how it goes. You know, you just try it out at first just to see how it goes. You don't have to spend all that money. I probably spent a little too much in the beginning just because I wanted to start right away. I wanted to buy business cards. I created business cards, my logo, thank you cards. So, you know, you could end up spending a little more like that. But if you want to just try it out, then just try it out. You know, just get a few things or create something. If you want to make something, then sell it and see how that goes. You know, but as time goes on, more people are gonna buy. And yeah, it's something that looks like it'll be unachievable, but you know, if it's something that you want, you'll make it happen. Also, the reason I wanted to start an online business is because we are in an era where social media is taking over. It's getting hard to find jobs. I've tried finding a part-time job for the last year, to Walmart, to CVS, to Publix, any small place. I can't get in because, you know, there's so many other people applying, so it's difficult. If I can't find a job in like a Walmart or some really small place, the gas station, then I don't know how I'll get a job with like a company or something like that. So I was just like, I want to start my business now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to spend 4 years in college doing something I don't really want to do and then end up being like stressed because I can't find a job, you know, because everything's taken or nobody's looking for an employer or whatever. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to start something now. I wanted something that was mine. I wanted to do something all on my own. I didn't want to spend time in school being taught something that I can teach myself through experience. Like graphic design, I was majoring in graphic design, but I create all my logos, I create all my business cards, my thank you cards, all my cards by myself through just looking at other people's work, seeing what they do and doing it the same way. Not the same way, but creating it my own way. Everything I've learned about marketing, about online business, I've learned just through watching people on YouTube or just reading things. I've learned more on my own than these past 3 years in college. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to spend my time in a classroom doing something I know I'm not really interested in. Also, I was barely passing my classes. I was passing my classes with like B or C, but you know, that's not good, especially since I'm in a really good college. But still, I wasn't gonna do that. I'm just taking a break from college. I'm just taking a break from classes right now, so I'm just gonna take the next year off to focus on my business. But yeah, just keep it in mind, you know, it is scary to start an online business and then not go to school, I guess, because you don't know what could happen. You know, you don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking every day everything's gonna work out, you know. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I love every minute. I'm busy all day. I've suffered through eating disorders for years now, and I spent all day working on my business, and like it just slips my mind. Like I don't have any, you know, I don't go on a binge, you know. So I spend all day working on my business. I'm busy all the time, and that is what is making me happy. That's what's helping me right now. That's what's just making me keep moving forward. I feel like I'm finally fulfilled with my life, and I feel satisfied and I feel happy, you know, and I haven't in like years. But yeah, so that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the time that this video is up, my website will be launched, so I'm going to leave all that down in the description. Also my Instagram if you guys would like to follow me, and also I'm going to leave down below my socials for my Instagram and my Facebook, and again my website if you guys would love to check it out. That'd be great. Also don't forget to subscribe, please. That would be amazing. And also don't forget to press that notification bell button down below so that you never miss one of my videos. So that is it for this video, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.